It's a big day for Mercedes-Maybach in India. They're going to be launching the Maybach SL680, the monogram series. And I have with me the global head of sales of the Maybach division, Daniel Lescow. Daniel, welcome to India. You're going to be launching the monogram series in India. But before that, just a quick overview on how's 2024 been for you? Because we are entering into turbulent times as well as far as the overall, let's say, market conditions are.
Yes. Yeah. And 2024 was an exciting year for us. We have been developing the Maybach brand now for a number of years, and I was very, very excited that last year we were able to launch the Maybach SL680 monogram edition.
Right.
That was a big moment for the brand. At the same time, we are also more and more markets now have the availability of the first electric Maybach, the Mercedes-Maybach EQS SUV. Yeah. That's not only the first electric Maybach, it's actually the first electric SUV in that very much top-end segment. So, we have been a very busy year last year.
So, coming to, the electrification, how does it sit with a brand like Maybach, which is all about traditional luxury, and now you've got electrification? So is it going to be a mix of, blending traditional luxury with modern technology? Because one would imagine that, EVs at the absolute top end, do customers, who are more traditional and your customers, is that a bit of a challenge when you go electric?
It's part of the journey of our company. We have said that by, 2039, we want to actually reach net neutral, carbon neutrality. And, Maybach is part of that path toward that goal. But something else important for Maybach, because that car in particular is a vehicle, is not only electric, it really underlines by the driving characteristics, it's underlying what Maybach stands for. So you have an amazingly quiet and comfortable drive. And many people that drive Maybach, they really want to enjoy that relaxation, that quietness, sometimes in the back of the car. And electric driving really adds to this driving experience. So it is something that is actually by the driving characteristics and the experience that the customer have is very, very suitable for the Maybach brand.
Right. And, again, looking at the overall market, clearly China's been a challenge for a lot of, let's say, luxury players as well, one of the largest markets. Just wanted to understand, going forward, where do you see the challenges? Where do you see the markets of growth and the opportunities? And how is 2025 looking for you? Are you going to be targeting some serious growth this year as well?
One of the reasons I'm here in India now and today for this event is that especially India is one of the markets, which has, showed tremendous growth in the past. India was a growing market also last year. And India is now in the top 10 of the Maybach markets globally.
Okay.
And, and I'm extremely happy. Last night we had the chance to really talk also to some of the Indian customers. And I was deeply impressed, how much they appreciate the Maybach brand here in India. And, I'm very, very certain that, there's potential for Maybach in India to grow even further.
Right. But you would have noticed that the overall luxury market, and especially the top end of the luxury market, is very, very small. So growth will be there, but it's still a very small base. Do you think you could get enough numbers in India to kind of really, make a difference to overall sales?
The numbers we're talking in India, and India has been, recording a growth of over 140%, growing from 2023 to 2024. And now, in total sales, that means a number of over 500 units. And that is, very, very impressive. And I'm deeply convinced about the potential of the brand in Maybach. Now, sometimes a little bit of patience is required, but long-term potential for Maybach in India is, in my view, is definitely there.
And what about, let's say, China? China obviously is a challenge for a lot of automakers. How is China looking for Maybach in 2025?
China is an important market for Maybach, but the markets cannot be compared. So that's very, very clear. Their own culture, their own characteristics. So definitely, China is important for Maybach. But the reason why I'm here today is really to get a sense of how the Indian customer looks at the brand how the developments have been in the past, and also discuss with the team, what are the things that we can do in the future to have Maybach really, really profit in India.
Right. So what you're saying is India is turning out to be a key focus market to drive growth, because 500 units actually is pretty good from an Indian standpoint.
For the Maybach brand,
Yes.
India is a key market, is a very important market. As I mentioned, we do see the potential, to even become more important in the future. And that's why we have gathered here, not only to launch the Mercedes-Maybach SL680, the monogram series, a very special car, but really to connect with our customers, to connect with the team, and to discuss the plans, how to develop the brand further.
Right. And Daniel, just tell us a bit about the typical Maybach customer. I mean, what is he looking for? I mean, what do you cater, for him to kind of get more of them into the fold?
In my view, the Maybach customer is very, very unique. And the one thing that many Maybach customers actually have in common is, many of them want to express their lifestyle, their individuality through the choice of the vehicle. That is maybe what you can see as a common denominator. And all of them, very, very individual, but that is something that unites them.
Right. So what you're saying is this desire for exclusivity, personalization, individuality, that's what is kind of driving, let's say the aspiration for the Maybach brand.
Looking for something special and something out of the ordinary, something where innovation, but also traditional, qualities like craftsmanship, does play a role. So that really special moment, that really special car, that is what, people often seek in the brand.
Right. And last question, Daniel, going forward, as we head towards electrification, you've obviously got your certain brand values, what the customer is looking for, what you said. I mean, how do you see some sharper differentiation for Maybach going forward? And what's really going to be, let's say, the focus? I mean, you said 2039 full electric. Of course, they'll drive like a Maybach. But again, to retain the traditional kind of, let's say, the elements of what Maybach stood for, given its long history, is that going to be part of the DNA which you will retain?
Something that many people don't know is that Maybach already in its very early days not only built the powerful engine and chassis for grand touring cars, but already back then for open top sporty two-seaters. And that is something that we are now building on by introducing this two-seater car, to really have a sporty alternative for those customers that would like to drive themselves, sporty yet elegant. So that is a dimension we're adding to the brand.
Right. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks very much, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.